Aquaba, and welcome to Expat Life Ghana. I'm Ayo, and this is Tony, and we're documenting our move from Texas to Ghana as we go beyond the return.
In this video, we're out to help those of you who are in planning mode with a list of the top 5 places you should see in Greater Accra.
Ooh, let's get this video started. You have been out a lot more lately with tours and groups and folks staying at the lodge. You've been all over.
Things have really picked up and gotten busy, so appreciate that all you guys helping us out. I really love getting to show people all of the things that I love about Ghana.
I know you do. And now, folks, some people come in with like a very clear plan of what they want to see and what they want to do. They don't want any help, maybe just a driver. They're good. But then we've got some other folks who are like, can you just plan it all for us and take care of everything?
Yeah, that's my jam, is when people take the preset tours to see all the top places. But I do have a few favorites that are always a hit.
Okay, well, so let's see this list of top 5 places you should see when you are in Greater Accra on your trip to Ghana.
Yeah. The first would be the city tour.
Everybody loves this tour.
Yeah, that would start with visiting the Ghana Tourism Affairs and getting on that double-decker bus that they have.
That was really, I really enjoy this tour. The boys have all gone on the tour. They love it. I think everybody who takes it has a really great time.
Yeah.
And you do like lunch and everything, transportation and all of the other bits, but you kind of get to see...
You see a good piece of Accra.
Yeah.
Pass by Jubilee House.
Yep.
They pass by Jamestown.
Yep.
They pass by
The Art Center.
The Art Center, Black Star Square, and
Yep.
Independence Arch.
I mean, that's like...
They,
I mean, if you
Ghana
stopped
State-
there,
I mean,
that
yeah,
would be it.
yeah,
Like, you'd be like, I saw that.
Veterans Memorial Cemetery. So there's a lot of places that this bus tour passes by, and you get the photo ops and all that. So really, and they even go down past Oxford Street. So
Well, and if you sit out on the second story of the double-decker bus, like you really see everything.
Right.
That's a great one. I love that one.
one of my favorites.
And then you also do stops in addition to kind of like that cultural city type tour with, what is it? You go to WB?
We go to WB Du Bois Museum, the Ghana National Museum, and we go somewhere else on that tour.
The Nkrumah?
Yeah, although Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum is not open yet. It's still under renovations.
That's
I
right.
believe June 2023, so a couple months out before that's open. It's been out for a good year now.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see the renovations and upgrades that they have for that place.
Well, you definitely have to get out and see all that the city has to offer. There's just so much to see that if you stopped there, I think you would still have had a really good
That's
tour.
awesome.
I feel like that's it.
awesome day, just that.
Okay, what about the second place?
Abri Gardens.
That's your second, huh?
Yeah.
You just like Abri. Like this
Abri
guy just
is-
likes
hey.
going up into the mountains.
Next to Tema, Abri is home. It really is.
Well, I love the drive up to Abri. I mean, you get to kind of drive up into the mountains and see out over the city. And if you have a clear day, you can see quite far.
Yeah, and I love Abri because in the night, you can see all of Accra, you can see Tema, you can even see a Shiman from the
All
top
lit
of,
up.
and it is so beautiful at
It
night.
is very nice.
Abri's my favorite place, but you want to go to Abri Gardens.
Yes. Now, why do you like taking people to Abri Gardens?
Because when you drive in the drive and there's these big tall palm trees on either side, and
Kind of iconic.
it's
that
very, very iconic. Oh, wow. Yeah.
I know people who remember, like our age, remember going as kids to Abri Gardens, which, it's just one of those things where it's like, it's almost like a historic piece of Ghana too, as well as just being beautiful.
And one of the things that I love about the place is it's so picturesque that you never know if there's somebody taking pictures for a wedding or a birthday or anniversary celebration. There's always somebody there taking, professional pictures, and just to see people all made up and decked out, I'm like, wow, those pictures are going to be awesome.
They are. Well, and if you're feeling it, you can have yourself up a little bit, do some selfie action. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. But
the boys actually like going here too. So, it does work for adults and for kids. There's a little bit more walking. Obviously, you're in a garden, so that should be something to consider. Yeah. But it's worth the effort.
Also, while you're around the Brie area, you can go to the Tetaquarshi cocoa farm.
That is so much fun. Yeah. It's one of the biggest exports here in Ghana. So seeing kind of how it starts.
Well, yeah, where it grows, originating and how it gets to the market,
right.
I guess you could say.
How does it get in your American chocolate bars? Yeah. Find this.
And a hidden jewel in Brie is...
No, don't tell!
No. There's one hidden jewel I can tell about.
Okay.
It's the Adome Waterfalls.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, I know.
I thought you were going to say your super secret spot that you take people.
And I won't even tell you what we do when we go there, but it's an awesome time.
But yeah, the waterfall. I did think about that.
Adome Waterfalls is right there, about a 10-minute drive from Brie Garden. So not a lot of people know about it, but it's a great place to visit. There's an upper and lower waterfall.
And a little bit of a walk too.
A little bit of a walk, maybe about a 20-minute walk to the waterfall
really beautiful.
From where you park, but very, very nice.
Hey guys, Adome Waterfalls in Brie. Part of the tour, just out here having fun, enjoying the weather, enjoying the water, enjoying the waterfall. You got to get out here if you don't know. It's part of our tour package, the Brie Botanical Gardens tour package. We'll be headed there next, so stay tuned, guys. See you.
That's a good. So even that's a good day. Like if you feel like you're going to do Accra, on your own, you might do that as a day trip. That's a good day trip. That's a fun one too.
Join the conversation. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think.
Okay, well the next one is one of my favorites, and that is Shy Hills.
Yeah.
I like Shy Hills, and there's a really important reason why. Other than the fact that it's beautiful, it's super close, but feels like you're out of the city altogether, which is like the best of both worlds. You don't have to sit in the car too long, but you feel like you've gone out and kind of into the bush, although not really, but sort of.
Well, the mountain.
The mountain bush.
The hills.
The baboons are all along the roadside when you're pulling in, and you can see them once you get into the park. And I think that is just so much fun. What a great photo op.
I love Shy Hills because, other than the baboons, they have the green monkeys that are there. And they're a little more shy, and they're afraid of the baboons, so they're not out as much, or you don't see them as much as you do the baboons. But the green monkeys, when you get a chance to see them, they're really nice and cute, and just
they are.
Oh, look at that little guy! They're just curious.
They are really cute.
Just that's why
you got to keep your eye out for them though. Like it's not as. But there are animals that they keep in kind of a zoo section so that you can see.
They have
some
the zebra and the ostrich there, and they also have the deer that are there. The antelope.
The antelope are out.
And if you get to see them, the best time to go is rainy season, because if the grass is high, you don't see them as clear.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we did a whole video, I think, on Shy Hills. Yeah, so if you want to dive deeper into that, you definitely do. But the vistas, if you take the hike, when you get up to the top, it's
the view is just great.
The view's great. The view is so great. So yeah, that's a love for me. Really, I like that spot. That's one of my faves.
Okay, number 4 is not in Accra, but this has to be a part of your trip. The Slave Castles and Riverwalk and Cape Coast. Elmina and Cape Coast have a castle, slave castle there, and definitely when you come to Ghana, you want to make sure you visit and see that part of history.
The door of no return, like you have to get there. You have to see where it all.
There's just too much to put in words for me to say about making that a part of your visit here in Ghana.
And that's a big stop for a lot of folks. Like when we see that celebrities come in to visit Ghana, the majority of them, I mean, celebrities, senators, regular
Yeah,
folk, are making it out
everyone.
to see one of the slave
Right.
vessels, and Cape Coast has the two. I think that's a must, actually.
Yeah, yeah. And when you do tours with us, we actually, before getting to the castles, we stop in Seamanso for the Slave River Walk. And that brings perspective to the capture of the slaves, getting the slaves ready for trade, and heading over to the castles. And it's a really, really interesting part of history that it's a predestination to the castles.
Yeah.
And
I love that you include that. Like when you first did that, and you took a picture of your feet in the
Right.
water, and you could see the flecks of gold, and that for you was just like,
yeah, yeah. It made me think of why Ghana was called the Gold Coast, and you can walk through this river and there's just flecks of gold all through the river, and so it was something for me.
yeah. I like that you connect those two pieces, the kind of from the slave river all the way to the door of no return, and kind of what that journey is like. That's
Yeah.
pretty epic. Very
Yeah.
nice.
So we make sure we add that part of our tour to Cape Coast.
I love that.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Leo. Subscribe right now.
Well, if you're gonna list a place that's not in Accra, then I want to list one that's not in Accra.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to include the monkey sanctuary.
Oh, the Taffy Monkey Sanctuary.
I feel like, yeah, if you're gonna leave Accra, that is a really good reason to do it. Who does not have fun at that spot? It's talk about up close and personal.
Yeah, if you want a truly authentic African experience, you have one at the Monkey Sanctuary.
That's so funny because I think when most people think of an authentic African experience, they think of like lions and elephants. They have that here, but in the greater Accra city kind of area,
Yeah.
we're not really seeing a lot of elephant herds run through.
No, none here.
Goat herds.
Yeah, go her.
Goat herds. So getting out to see the monkeys is actually really.
and it's not like in a controlled setting. You're walking through the bush basically, and they're calling the monkeys out, and if they see you got bananas for them, they're your friends.
They come, yes, and they come. I think that's such a fun, what a fun day trip. And I think the kids really love this day trip.
And initially, when you see them there, they're kind of scared, the kids. But then after a while, they're jumping around. They see how calm they are, and they just want something to eat. The kids are like, "Hey, give me some more bananas. This is fun."
It is
So
fun.
I love the interaction that you can have with the wildlife there.
Yeah, I mean, I think this was actually a really good. I like this list. I like this list.
Great list. Well, I feel I could have extended this list like 5 more places.
Probably.
If we're going to include some sites outside of Accra and places like Volta, Kumasi, and the Mole National Park.
And getting up to Tamale, getting up to
yeah.
Takoradi, there's just a lot. But if you're coming in for your first visit, I feel like staying inside of kind of the greater Accra area is probably a good first trip. Do you think so?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, then for those of you who are thinking about places outside of Greater Accra, then catch us on another video. Maybe we'll do that as a follow-up. Some places outside city center that you should definitely add to your must-see
6
list.
through 10 of the top 10.
That'll be it, 6 through 10.
Yeah. And if after you watch this video, you want us to coordinate your visit, we'd rather do that. And help you see all these can't miss places, reach out to us on our website at expatlifeghana.com.
And while you're at it, make sure you join the closed Facebook group so you can connect with folks just like you. Plus, that's the only place that we're sharing the deets on our next in-person meet and greet event, which is coming up in a couple of weeks.
2 weeks. Can't
Okay,
wait.
so make sure you get in the group. That way you can get those details.
And if you're planning your first trip to Ghana, check out what we have to offer on our website at expatlifeghana.com, including full service tours, airport pickups and drop-offs, and day trips to see the best of Ghana.
And you have day trips to every single spot you just said, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Well, there you go. Plus, we now offer accommodations at the lodge. So make sure you check out the rooms, full service options online at expatlifeghana.com.
Hit the like button if you're still with us and subscribe.
And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can join us for our monthly live videos right here on YouTube the last Friday of every month. That's next week.
Next week.
Hit notifications so you can join us next week.
And with that, Charlie out for now. Still messing up. It's like blah, 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 blah. These lights are so bright.
So bright. I stared at them for like 8 hours 2 days ago, and then
It's
yesterday
like,
was
I
like
can't-
3 hours. My eyes just are like. Plus, don't forget, we offer accommodations at our B&B as well. So join us at the lodge. We have a ton, sorry. Check out all the options that we have, including full service. Today it's me, huh?
We're both in black.
Well, it didn't start that way, but it ended up that way. I apologize. It started with blue. I put this on first, then I have anything to match it, and I was like, well, black it is.
We're
It's
not
okay.
in mourning.
Do you want me to? Nope, can't take it off. Ready?